we have the opportunity tonight to recognize an individual who has touched the lives of no doubt thousands. Thousands of students, athletes, colleagues, friends, family, and other members, both past and present, of the community that is Farragut Middle School. At this time, I would like to ask Coach Bobby Henry to come forward. Here this evening to share just a small portion of what Coach Henry has meant to the Farragut School community. I will now turn the microphone over to Jeff Jacoby, former Farragut Middle School dad and talk show host from the Sports Animal.
I spent a lot of great days in this gym, and Coach Henry has certainly been a big part of so many seasons, and it's my honor today to share just a little bit of what he's meant to this community over the past several years. Bobby Joe Henry was born on September 10th, 1937 at the old General Hospital in Knoxville, Tennessee. He was raised in the Clear Springs community near Mascot, where he attended Clear Springs Elementary until the 8th grade. At that time, his family sold their 25-acre farm and moved to Powell. He attended Powell High School from 52 to 55 when I was born. Wow. You have been around a while. And then he was able to play football there. Was a 2-year letterman in football, honorable mention All-County, 1 year in second team All-County in 1954. He also played in the City-County All-Star game in 1955 at the old Central High School. While growing up in Clear Springs, Bobby attended the Clear Springs Baptist Church, where he came to know Jesus Christ as his personal Savior and Lord in the late 1940s. After moving to Powell, he attended Glenwood Baptist Church for 30 years. In the early 80s, Bobby joined Temple Baptist Church, where he currently attends today. He married his beautiful wife Shirley in Montgomery, Alabama in 1962, and they have been married for 49 years. They have 2 children, Michael, who lives in the Farragut community, and Christy Sexton, who lives in the Powell community, and Bobby is blessed with 5 grandchildren and 1 great-grandchild. He attended the University of Tennessee for 1 year, then transferred to Carson Newman College. Then he was drafted in 1961 and served 2 years in the active military in the United States Army. He then returned to Carson Newman College and completed his education, graduated in 1963 with a degree in physical education and history, which would serve him well here for many, many years. After graduating, he continued to serve his country 4 more years in the U.S. Army Reserve, and then after being hired by Knox County Schools in 1963, he actually started the PE program at the old Farragut Elementary School. At this time, they converted an old cafeteria into a gym. He had 5 old pieces of gym equipment, and it's all turned into what you see today. In 1965, Bobby was privileged to start the boys' basketball program, where games were held at the old Carnes High School on Saturday mornings. He taught at the old Farragut Elementary School for 13 years, then moved to the old Farragut High School gym for 7 more years until 1984, at which time he moved to the current location of the Farragut High School, where he has taught the past 28 years. This is Bobby's 48th year of teaching and coaching in Farragut. Over that time, he had some pretty good teams and he had some pretty good players. like Neil Clabo, who went on to play at UT and with the Minnesota Vikings, like Pete Billingsley, who played at Carson Newman College. We've all heard of Bill Bates, who played at UT and then with the Dallas Cowboys, Todd Helton, who currently plays with the Colorado Rockies, Dustin Colquitt, a former UT football player, now with the Kansas City Chiefs, Tyson Clabo, who played at Wake Forest and now with the Atlanta Falcons, and Kyle Waldrop, who plays baseball currently pitching for the Minnesota Twins. They all played here for Coach Henry. During his 35 years at the middle school, his record was 512 and 195. That's pretty amazing. His teams placed first 9 times, second 3 times, and third 4 times. They produced 47 All-League players and 1 MVP, Chris Moon. In tournament play, 8 first places, 4 seconds, and 9 thirds. He had 60 all-tournament players and 7 most valuable players. All I can say is it's been a great honor for the Farragut community to have a man like Coach Henry with his character and integrity to serve our school, our parents, and most of all our kids. My son sitting right over here played for Coach Henry, and I can tell you he does one heck of a job. Coach, we love you. We wish you the best of luck, and all I can say is this is a great day for everybody, and I'm really happy to be part of it. Congratulations.
Not quite finished yet. We're going to present this plaque to you, and I'm going to read it. This is presented to Bobby J. Coach Henry, as we all know and love him, in recognition of a lifetime of service to Knox County Schools and to the Farragut community as teacher, mentor, coach, colleague, and friend. We dedicate this gymnasium to be named the Bobby J. Henry Gymnasium from this day forward.
We wanted to recognize his family members who are with us tonight, and if Mrs. Shirley Henry could come forward. If Michael and Rosanna Henry and their children could come forward, please. Christy and Shan Sexton and children, if you guys can come forward, please. Not only has he helped raise most of Farragut, he raised a beautiful family of his own. If you were touched in some way by Coach Henry, if you are a family member, a friend, a colleague, a former student, if you would just please stand where you are, please, and show your appreciation to Coach Henry. All so much for coming, and I know Coach Henry and his family appreciates it. We appreciate people who came from downtown to represent Knox County Schools. Dr. Clifford Davis is here. One of our board members, Thomas Deakins, is here. Marion Quinn is here from downtown. So we appreciate everybody for showing support. Coach Henry really has touched Knox County. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Mrs. Heather Carnes. She's our head principal, and she would like to say a few words.
One final declaration that we're going to make tonight. Come on over here, Coach. Shirley, come on over. Family, come a little closer. The Town of Farragut Proclamation. Whereas it is customary and fitting to celebrate the great milestones in our lives, and whereas Bobby Henry, a teacher, mentor, coach, colleague, and friend, born on September 10, 1937 in Knoxville, Tennessee, and whereas Bobby Henry in 1963 was hired by Knox County Schools to finish starting the physical education program, and there's a story in that somewhere too. Whereas Bobby Henry was asked by football coach Bill Claybo to coach his freshman football team in 1964, and whereas Bobby Henry was privileged to start the President's Fitness Testing in 1964, and whereas Bobby Henry in 1965 was privileged to start the boys basketball programs, and whereas Bobby Henry ended up coaching freshman football for 37 years and had only 5 losing seasons, and is honored to be still teaching physical education today. And whereas it is right and fitting to honor the long life and accomplishments of Bobby Henry, and one more, whereas Bobby Henry, who accepted Christ as his personal Savior in the late 1940s, gives the Lord and everyone he worked with all the credit and appreciation. Now, therefore, be it resolved, I, Ralph McGill, Mayor of the Town of Farragut, do hereby proclaim congratulations for a job well done to Bobby Henry, and also proclaim this date, this will be tomorrow, January 27th, 2012, to be Bobby Henry Day in the Town of Farragut, Tennessee.
Full day tomorrow. Coach, we still expect you to be here on time. Not just tomorrow, but for many, many more days and more years. Following the boys' ball game tonight, we will have a reception honoring Coach Henry in the cafeteria right through these doors. You are all welcome to attend and visit with the coach. We have cake and punch. Help yourself.
I want cake.